Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Pacific Northwest and the bustling city of Portland, Oregon. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys off to a slow start, looking for their first win after 2 straight losses to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
First down, Columbus.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the option right, it's Jones. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
21-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Hands it off out of the gun. Gets around him. And he will tap this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week if ever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And was able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Dropped at the 35. But he was able to display the agility there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They juked him. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So that drive goes 8 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they're both game plan for their stride, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's
Throwing Jones. Escapes the sack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Our home team, 7.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Reddick light on his feet. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So still 14 yards to go, second down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to have a third down.
7 makes it 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, heck of a move. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
1st down, Columbus.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Jones. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Riddick light on his feet. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Portland's offense now about set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he lost the football. Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. It's just going to be a great source of civic pride here. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
after one. 17-7 to score on EA Sports. Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
At the 15-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fighting through pressure. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they're back with it, a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
He stiff arms him. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Second and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3-yard gain on the play.
Operating for the gun. Jones. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good for a Portland 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
At the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Runs it on the option.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline, intercepted. A beautiful fake. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game at
A heck of a
17.
play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, the juke. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get it next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him a disruptor. Well, let's carry him forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. again up the middle. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
32-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are going to take the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, these are what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got some space here. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end round. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They're going to find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And will be intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he'll get up to the 33-yard line. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
At the 43-yard line.
Running game working. He'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now an option play on second down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant. Offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Columbus.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over to 40. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And very little daylight there. They'll get a carry up to the 44. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's a sneak with Jones. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
44-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. And the Columbus first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that
weapon is reserved for fourth down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a first carry here for the running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
17.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Intended for number 18. Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It's now third down.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 27.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Here's Jones from the gun on third down. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Columbus first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Third down. And 10.
From the gun on third down, Jones. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Pulled in at the 24. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the 41-yard line.
to him on first down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate.
It's a gain of 3.
Now they'll throw here. Out the gun. Chip, but he can't get away from it. Down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
It's 4th down.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense on 3rd down today. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's taken it around the 40. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On the ground, it's ready. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
But they
decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
31. Our home team, 24.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield. You make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And it's 3rd down.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. That'll be 2nd down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7, 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he worked it across midfield inside the 45. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. Free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're probably for tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. Gets past one man. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And the Columbus first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here comes 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. Oh, twisting away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Jones, first throw of overtime here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Columbus first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10.